Fishfull Thinker Television, brought to you by Sportsman's Warehouse, America's premier outfitter, Peterson Toyota and Toyota Trucks, moving forward. St. Croix Rod, best rods on earth. And Evinrude, spend more time on the water. Good morning. Welcome to Fishfull Thinker. I'm Chad LaChance, and as always, we appreciate you joining us. As you can see, I'm standing in the middle of a river here. I'm actually in the Blue River in Colorado. I'm in Silverthorne, Colorado. I'm about a mile off of I-70. If you've ever come to Colorado to ski, or if you've ever driven across the state, you've probably been here. And we're going to show you some really unique ways to get your spinning tackle out and fish the river. We're not going to fly fish, and that's what almost everybody does here, and that's what most fishing shows will end up depicting about this river. What we're going to do is we're going to throw some jerkbaits, some poppers, some lipless crankbaits, some spinner rigs, stuff that you don't generally see guys throw for trout. These fish get a ton of pressure. It's one of the most pressured fisheries in the state. It's the second week of August. We're going to fish through the middle of the day. So we're going to try to make it as challenging as we can and come about it with a really unique angles with the spinning rod. So should be a fun show. You guys stay tuned and get comfortable. We expect lots of action today. Fish. That's right. Now we're starting off. That's how we want to start every morning, right there. 6-pound fireline tracer braid, little tiny fluorocarbon leader, and a nice, of all the crazy things, guys, we caught a lake trout. Now, probably didn't see that coming. Now, guys, here's the lake trout we just showed you. Easy. If I can keep him in the net, we'll be doing good. Yeah, look at this thing. Long, skinny laker living in the river, probably came up from Green Mountain Reservoir, which is about 15 miles or something from where we are. But it's kind of a unique catch here in the Blue River, and that's kind of why we fish little jerkbaits, that little HD trout. Cool fish, long and skinny. Whoop, here you go, buddy. I'm gonna go ahead and let him go. But truthfully, guys, that's the first lake trout I've ever caught in a river before, and just goes to show you that anyone will eat a jerkbait. Now, I ran it through there once and he missed it, and I threw it back through, and he got it the second time. So who'd have thunk it? Lake trout right off the bat to get our day started. We hadn't been fishing but about 5 minutes, and that's a pretty neat start. So should be fun. The Blue River's a pretty unique fishery, and obviously if you can catch lake trout in the river, you know it's something a little different. Check him out, just sitting there. There he goes. And I'll show you, we got him on this little HD trout. See if I can get this thing out of here. Little HD trout right there, a little tiny jerkbait, got 6-pound, trying 100% fluorocarbon leader, 6-pound tracer braid, medium light St. Croix rod. And got her done. Really good trick for catching all kinds of trout. Oh, just about had one right here, just then. Okay, shorter cast. Now when it comes to working these little baits in the river, all the different little plugs in the river, I'm generally, I'm a fan of getting handled by trout. I'm generally a fan of working them very quickly. I find that the faster I work the bait, the more bites we get with it. And that seems to be the case whether we're working great big jerk baits or little bitty jerk baits like this HD trout I'm working right here. Same thing with the popper. If I work the popper, you'll see me keep it moving. With the lipless crankbait, we'll keep it moving the whole time and never really give fish a chance to look at it. Really try to elicit that predator-prey instinct out of the fish. Just get them to chase it down. Now, one thing is for sure, these fish are almost exclusively fly fish. There's very few guys that spin fish in here. And so I do feel confident that even though we're right in town, right where they get tons and tons of pressure from all different anglers, they probably haven't seen a lot of what we're doing. There's one right there. And that's what I'm talking about. I mean, literally, you can see the bridge behind me, I-70's right here. We're standing behind a fly shop here in town. And, but because we're doing a lot different than what everybody else does, it's gonna make us have a chance at catching all kinds of fish. And as you can see, we've caught another one here. Got a beautiful little rainbow. My hands are all wet, so we'll get a hold of him gracefully. I don't see any point in netting this one. And his barbless hook should come right out, just like that, and there you go. So we're now about 15 minutes into our day, and we've caught 2 of them. Beautiful fish. We'll get her put back real quick. So now we've caught a lake trout and a rainbow. Beautiful. Same little HD, and you can see just keeping the bait moving, throw it, make accurate casts, keep the bait moving, either straight across, slightly downstream, or slightly upstream. That's how you get it done. Very, very simple. All comes down to accurate throwing and reading the water and keeping the bait moving. Little HD trout getting her done. I don't know if I've mentioned it, but it's a really fun way to fish as well. This rod that I throw a lot of the time, there's one right here. Oh! This rod that I throw in the river a lot of the time, it's only 6'3" It's a St. Croix Avid. It's medium light, so it's not particularly heavy. It's fast action, but it's only 6'3" long, so it's real accurate. And just works real good for making these short throws in the river. Very, very accurate throws, and then you put it with 6-pound tracer braid, it's a good package. And if you notice, I just pumped the rod, and the reason I pump the rod like that, those short little pulls, allows the bait to and pulls forward and gives it that kind of vibration you can feel in the rod tip. It lets me know that my bait's working good. It lets me know the bait's moving like it's supposed to move, that the leader hasn't fouled the bait, which is really important. The reason we have the leader on there is because a couple reasons. One, the water is very clear, and so it's good from the standpoint of visibility. So if fish don't see it, don't see the braided line. And 2, the leader helps the bait not foul so much. Any of the braided lines or single filament lines like the nanofill, any of those are very, very supple, and so they will foul the lure a lot. They'll foul on cast, so the leader's stiffer than that, and it'll help. All right, so there is a nasty little undercut over there. Caleb Van Wagner would say it's dirty. I'm gonna try to make a serious bomb. I'm gonna go just past that log jam, right in there. And it should get bit right there. I would have to think that that's a good looking spot. Oh, buddy, he's way down there. On the 6-pound test, guys, we have definitely caused ourselves an issue. We have got fish, and he is like way down there. We're gonna find out what nanofill's really made of. Come on, he's gonna go in that log jam. Come on this side of the log jam. He got me in there. Oh no, come on, fish. Oh, he's got me in the log jam. Okay, I'm gonna give him slack. There he goes, he come out? No, he's trying to come out. There, I got him out. Okay, come on, fish. Oh, come on, no, 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 no. Oh, not in there. Not in there. Oh, and he's off. Oh, that was a big one too, and he got me in all the log jams and all the junk. And it just ultimately came down to the hooks. My line, my 6-pound nanofill held out fine, but my hooks didn't hold up. So life is tough, but I made a long downstream throw. I'm always under the opinion that you gotta hook them before you can lose them. And I knew that was a long shot, but unfortunately no love on that deal. We decided to move back upstream, closer to the town of Silverthorne again. And the reason being is we just wanted the clearer water. That water, the real murky water, it limits us a little bit, and our fish were getting smaller. So by moving our way upstream to where we are here, we're closer to the dam. This is a bottom release dam up here. We're closer to that dam, and that means we're closer to the mysis shrimp. And that means our average fisher should be bigger. Even though we're right in town, we're gonna get more pressure right here. It's artificial lures, only water, and I just don't think a lot of fish are kept out of here. It's also heavily enforced. So we'll see if we can get one more fish to go right here in town. All right, so we came back up into the clear water and we pinned up another one. So we'll see if he'll stay on. We got him on the 6-pound nanofill and the little baby jerkbait again. A little HD trout. Here he comes right here. Looks like, good Lord, guys, we got another lake trout. Are you kidding me? We got 2 lake trout. There's not supposed to be any lake trout in here, and yet we have caught another one. All right, guys, so we got him unhooked. I'll show you this lake trout right here. Another beautiful fish. Not, you know, it's just not something you ever catch as lake trout. If I can get a hold of him, we'll be doing really good. Let me see if I can hold my net. Another little, who'd have thunk it with the big forked tail on him there. But we'll go ahead and get him put back in the river. Beautiful. Little lake trout in the Blue River right here below Dillon Dam. We're gonna let him go. There you go, buddy. Look at that, he's gonna hold right behind my leg. At any rate, we've had fun today. We've caught 3 species of fish. We've caught them on like 9 different lures. We've caught tons of fish. It's the second week of August, the middle of the day, right in the middle of a tourist town on the side of I-70. We fished a grand total of about 3 miles of river, stopping in a few spots. We've tried to be as versatile as we can, and we've steered clear of all the traditional type trout stuff. We haven't used spinners, we haven't used spoons, we haven't used flies, and we certainly haven't used any kind of scented or bait. And it's been a blast. Hopefully you'll think outside the box, be real open-minded when you're approaching a trout stream. They'll bite a lot of things. It's about matching your bait to your condition. That's what it's all really about. So hopefully you've enjoyed the show. We've had a blast making this one today. And I think we're gonna go up and have one of Silverthorne's finest burgers here in just a couple of minutes. So we appreciate you watching Fishfull Tinker, and we'll see you next week.